Guys, Rich again at the Ultra Motorsports warehouse in Fort Wayne, Indiana. We are looking at the underside now of this 1974 Mercedes-Benz 450 SL. And this actually is going to be the first time I've had this thing on the lift. So what you see is what you get. And this is, again, just kind of a professional car buyer's perspective on the car. And I'm just going to go through the car and point to things that I would notice if I was buying this car, again, myself. So as we look back here at the rear quarters, what we see is just nice dry metal and factory undercoating. Look at the bottom of the trunk area, the trunk pan. Everything looks really, really tidy. This is the front of the car this way, back of the car right here. So all this looks really nice. I don't see any rust whatsoever. I mean, none. All factory undercoating on this. Looks like some's worn off somehow. I don't know what that would have been from, but somehow it got worn off. Maybe something got jammed underneath there or backed up to a curb or something. I have no idea. Spare tire well looks great. No rust. This driver's side rear quarter looks awesome. No issues whatsoever. No rust. No deterioration. Looks like we got a little bitty, maybe some rust starting on this, on the muffler here, but might not be through yet. Not quite sure. The floor up kind of as we get towards the rear of the passenger compartment. This all looks great. Everything looks nice and tidy up there. Wheels don't look wet. We got a little seepage back here for sure. Seeping a little bit, so that's wet. You know, I mean, it's a vintage Mercedes. I'm pretty sure it's gonna leak, but we can definitely get a little bit better idea of what this is if somebody would like to see something better. As we look down so what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk down the driver's side. As we look down the driver's side of this thing, it's just really impressive. Okay, hopefully you guys can see everything that I'm seeing. And you know, rockers look great, floor pans look just killer. Again, we see this is all wet. You know, I didn't notice like a running and driving leak when this thing was moving, but it's definitely wet in here. Okay, so something to consider. Driver's side looks great. All the frame parts of this unibody look awesome. So all this stuff looks fairly new. All the steering components, that looks fairly new. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come up front here, okay? And then we're gonna kind of make a move this way, and we'll look up in here too, I guess. But now we're gonna kind of walk down the passenger side of the car, looking at the same stuff. So as we look down the passenger side of the car, facing the rear now, we see the frame parts of this unibody look great. No issues here. The floor looks awesome. Just really, really dry, just factory undercoating and super dry. So no issues to speak of anywhere. Just that wet, you know, a little wet in the rear, and then up towards the transmission is a little wet too. So we're gonna get a walk around the outside of the car, kind of look at it this way too. What we did was we reapplied this rock guard that was down here. We went ahead and redid that. We did not do it to the underside, specifically because we always want to keep everything kind of nice and tidy and let people see what they want to see. But you can see here, the rockers looked really great. Nothing really to hide anywhere. Okay, we just put a light coating of our stone guard on this, like it was supposed to be. Okay, let me move over to the other side here. So same thing here, you know, just some factory stone guard put in. Right, like this. All right. So, guys, I'm very impressed with the underside of this thing. Again, I'm not a Mercedes expert, but if somebody saw something that looked like it's, you know, wasn't right or out of line, shoot me a message and I can try to get a better image for you, okay? Thanks again. Like I said, this is Rich at the Ultra Motorsports Warehouse in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and this was the Mercedes 450 SL underbody. Thanks.